everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are all good. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a little review and demo of some Born Pretty products. I've used quite a few Born Pretty items before that I've bought myself, but they kindly contacted me a couple of months ago and asked if I'd like to be sent a few products to review, and I finally got around to doing that review. So this is what they sent me. I'll just fly through and show you all of the items. So I've got 2 stamping plates, 2 foils and a orange stamping polish. So the stamping plates are Nicole Diary, and I usually use the Nicole Diary stamping polish with Born Pretty plates, so it's the other way around for me today. I'm excited to give the Born Pretty polish a go though, because it looks such a gorgeous colour. It's super bright. And I will leave all of the products linked in the description box below. So if you do want to purchase any of them yourselves, the links will be there for you guys to check out. And Born Pretty have kindly also gave me a discount code to share with you guys that will get you 10% off their website. So I will also leave that below. Now, I don't make any commission or money from the discount code. It's simply to share with you guys. So first up we have this gorgeous Nicole Diary stamping plate. I absolutely love this one. I've seen it used by a few people I follow on Instagram, so I'm really excited to give this one a go. I don't actually use it in this particular video because I wanted to do a separate video just using this plate and basically just doing a design solely around this plate, because it has some absolute beautiful designs. I love the little wintry scenes, and as well I really love the moon phases. So yeah, keep an eye out because that will probably be the next video up on my channel, or the one after if not. And then next up we have another gorgeous Nicole Diary stamping plate. So this one is all butterflies. Now I absolutely love butterflies, especially on nails, and this plate has some awesome images. I especially love the one which is second from the top. I love that I think you can create some really nice designs with this one. I believe I do use that image further along in the video, but as you can see it's got some super pretty designs on there. And then next up we have the foils. So this one has such a gorgeous marble to it. I love the colour of this one as well. I feel like it's just a beautiful marble, and as you can see you get absolutely loads of it, so it's going to last you quite a while. Myself personally, I don't do too many full foil sets. I'll use them maybe on 1 or 2 nails, so this would last me ages. I do use this to do a full nail today in the video, so you'll see how well that applies. And then next up we have another marble foil. This time it's a beautiful pink and gold effect. I love this one. This one was my favourite of the 2. It's really pretty, and the gold's quite vibrant in certain places as well. And again, as you can see, you get loads. I'm loving marble at the moment, and this is the first time I've used a marble foil as well, and I was really impressed with how easy it made a marble design. So let's crack on and use the products. First up, I'm going to use the gorgeous marble foil. I'm going to cut off a small section, making sure that it's big enough to cover the entire nail because we're doing a full foil design. I'm just going to cut that off, and then I've already prepped a nail tip with 2 layers of gel polish. I tried to use a colour that was similar to the foil. And then I've applied a thin layer of foil gel, and I'm going to pop that in my LED lamp to cure for 30 seconds. I always find that I get best results with foils if I use a foil gel. So if you are struggling with foils, I would recommend checking out a foil gel or foil glue. And then as you can see, I've pressed that foil down onto that tacky foil gel. I'm starting off by just making sure to get out as many of the creases as I can. And then once I'm happy with all of that, I'm just going to continue really rubbing that down. Now I'm just using my fingers and thumb to rub this down. It's a lot easier if you use a silicone tool, but I lost mine a little while ago and I've misplaced it and I just can't find it basically. I should get around to ordering another one, but it works just as well with your fingers, just maybe a little bit more time consuming. So as you can see, I'm making sure it's really pressed down at those sides. I'm using my nail just to really rub that in because it is a little tricky where it's a tip on a tip stand. And then you can see there the foil, the image, sorry, is separating from the foil paper. So that's where you know it's starting to transfer. So I just continue going around the edges and then I peel that off and you're left with a full foil design. that was super easy in my opinion, and it's fully covered the nail. If you did have any sections that weren't covered, you could come in with your foil again and touch them up, but I didn't need to. So I'm then going to come in and top coat. Ideally, if I'm doing foils on myself, I would always double top coat just to make sure that they're fully sealed in. And you do need to make sure as well you're getting right around those edges and the free edge of the nail so that that foil is fully encapsulated in the top coat. And then I popped that in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and this is the finished result. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It's such a delicate marble and it just looks super, super pretty. So this was a big thumbs up from me. And then we're going to move on to the pink and gold foil, and I love that the gold is really vibrant on this particular one. So again, cutting out a small section to use, and same as before, I have already prepped a nail tip with 2 coats of gel polish, except for on this nail I wanted to do a little bit more of a design rather than a full foil nail. So I've applied my 2 coats of gel polish, cured that, and then I've wiped off the tacky layer because I only want my foil to adhere to half of the nail. So if that tacky layer was still there, there's a chance the foil would stick to that. And then I'm applying a thin layer of my foil gel, trying to get a nice neat straight line roughly halfway down the nail. And then I'm going to pop that in to cure for 30 seconds. And then exactly the same as before, I'm lining up my foil, placing it down, focusing first of all on getting it smooth and getting those creases out. As you can see, these foils are really easy to apply. Some foils I've had trouble with, but a lot lately since switching to using a foil gel have worked perfectly first time. But these apply really, really nicely, and I didn't have to do any prep to the foils like wiping the back of them or anything like that. I've took them straight out the pot and straight onto applying them. I'm just making sure to really rub them in. Again, like I said, this is that little bit easier if you're doing it on a real nail because you can press down a lot easier than when you're pressing down on a tip stand. And then once I can see that that foil is starting to transfer, I'm just moving down the nail, really making sure to rub it in at the sidewalls and free edges, because that's where you can find that you might not rub enough, and then when it comes to removal you'll have some gaps. And then I've pulled that off, sorry, and we're left with this result. So I'm then going to come in and finish off the design with some striping tape. So I'm placing that down across that join, and I'm leaving some excess on each end of the striping tape so that I've got something to hold on to. I've made sure that's pressed down quite firmly, especially in the centre and along to the edges of the nail. And then I'm going to trim off the excess with my stalk scissors. So with striping tape like this, I like to get as close to the edges as I can with my stalk scissors, but I do come in and file it as well, which I'll show you in a mo. But first up, I'm going to come in with my first layer of top coat. So I'm applying a nice even layer of top coat, and then I'm going to pop this in to cure for 60 seconds. And then what I'm going to do is just file those sidewalls where the striping tape is slightly thick. It leaves that bit of a bump, so I'm just going to file that to bring back the nice crisp shape. I know that the foil is protected by that first layer of top coat, so I personally prefer to do it this way. So I'm just going to give that a good file. Just like I said, just bringing back the shape. It doesn't need a lot of filing. And then I'll make sure to clean away that dust with some alcohol. And then I'm simply gonna top coat again. So you can also top coat over things like striping tape with builder gels as well, which are great because they're that little bit thicker, or rubber top coats. But here today I've just used a simple basic no wipe top coat. So after that second layer of top coat, I'm going to pop that in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And then this, guys, is the finished result. I thought it looked quite pretty and elegant, and I thought I would show you it against the green foil as well, so you can kind of compare the two. And I actually thought that they both worked quite well together. So let's move on to the stamping plate and polish. So I was really excited to try this polish because it's quite a vibrant colour, so I wanted to see how well it would stamp. I've already prepped my nail tip with 2 coats of gel polish. Applied my stamping polish, scraped and rolled, and it picked up very well. This was my first time using it, so I was pleased because sometimes it can take a little bit of getting used to how different products worked, but it worked very easily. And then I'm just going to press it down firmly to transfer the image, and as you can see, it's stamped really well. There was a few little bits that weren't perfect, but I was quite pleased with the overall result. So I'm just going to do one more of the butterfly images again over a nude nail. I do think this orange would probably pop that little bit more on a white base, but it looked quite nice still over the orange base. It was more vibrant than I expected it to be. I'm not sure how well it would work over a darker base, but it's something that I'm definitely going to try. So when I try that, I will pop that up on my Instagram, so do check that out. I'm going to also use the plates a little bit more, so I'll try and do some more videos with them, or definitely have some more pictures of using them up on my Instagram. So if you aren't following me on Insta, then the link is always in my description box below. But I was really happy with both the quality of the gel stamping polish, and the plates. I know I've had plates in the past that the images aren't etched very well, so you don't get a good transfer, but I was pretty happy with this one. And again, like I said, my thoughts on the stamping polish was I was quite pleased with how vibrant it looked over the nude. So I'm just going to come in and top coat those two nails so you can see the full result, and I'll then pop them in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds. I definitely think this particular image would look fab in black, like stamped in black. So that's definitely a set that I've got in the back of my mind using this particular image from the plate. So once they had cured, this is what they looked like. You can see that there's a few tiny imperfections on the second one I did, but that could have been my stamping. It was my first time using the polish and plates, as I said. And as I said at the start, I will have another video coming up ASAP using this plate, because I just wanted to do a bit more of a design set with this one. So keep an eye out for that, and I will have that up on my channel ASAP. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to check out the description box below for the links to Born Pretty and check out their site. I've left some pictures here for you guys to check out. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all very soon in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up or comment below. Lots of love. Bye bye.